Alright, welcome. Cut off fear, accept the risk is today's topic. Um, yeah, simple. You don't want to have fear while trading, because these will have enormous effects on your overall trading. You should be able to take a trade, your perfect setup without any hesitation or reservation and with any bit of fear, without any bit of fear. You should be confident. So this is what we are going to talk about today. Um, also like to accept the risk, which is the complete involvement of cutting off the fear. Because you only fear the market because you can lose, right? You don't fear the market because you can win. It's because you lose. And the first step is to accept the risk. But let's go with the first quote. I'm gonna make two parts of this because this is a lot, and as you can see in the first quote, it is the most important skill to learn, in my opinion at least. Because without fear, you can completely focus on your trading journey. And don't doubt yourself or hesitate or miss out on opportunities or whatsoever. So let's go in. 1. Learning to accept the risk is a trading skill. Good. The most important one, as I told you. Good to know, right? There are different type of trading skills, like discipline is a trading skill. Um, Managing your risk is also a trading skill, right? There are multiple thousands of different trading skills, you can say, but accepting the risk and cutting off all your fear is one of the most, if not the most important one. So moving on to 2, so we learn more about it, right? The risks inherent in trading do not cause the best traders to lose their discipline, focus, and confidence. If you are unable to trade without the slightest bit of emotional discomfort, especially fear, then you have not learned how to accept the risks inherent in trading. Yeah, exactly. If this is not the fact, let's say you have a perfect setup, okay? It's a nice Wednesday afternoon, you trade New York session, it's like 5 p.m. and you want to take the trade, okay? Okay, 5 p.m. it depends on where you live, but your New York session, okay? After like an hour open of the session, you take a trade. And it's a good setup. There's not much you can argue against it, right? Everything's perfect. It's a A+ setup. But you still fear the market because you're thinking, your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind, thinking, oh, I can lose this trade, I could lose money, and losing money equals pain, which I also have in this playlist, video playlist course, whatever you want to call it, on this website. Um, But this is where the fear comes from, right? From losing. Because you put a lot of money and you see the P&L go up, go down, green to red, and maybe it's not even losing money straight up, but when you're in a trade, this goes also for when you're in a trade, not before you take a trade. When you're in a trade, you should have no fear, no doubt, no discomfort emotionally. When you see the P&L go from plus 500 down to only plus 50, there's also a fear, right? You're not losing money, losing out on money is also a fear. And if you did not manage until now to cut those fears off and be completely comfortable with taking a trade, you are not there yet, okay? But this is fine, because in these two parts you will be a lot closer to it. So this is, yeah, what evolves, right? This is the overall, you can say, conclusion of fear, which we're gonna move on. Trying to avoid something that is unavoidable will have disastrous effects on your ability to trade successfully. This is what I mean. Yeah, let's say you fear a trade, you fear to take a trade. What are you doing? You hesitate. You hesitate to take the trade, and then you miss out on the opportunity, and you will find out that this trade was a perfect A+ setup for you, and it didn't it didn't work out exactly like you wanted to, and you miss out on money, and this puts you in emotional pain. This puts you in an emotional disaster, right? Because your brain thinking, oh, I missed out on all this money only because I have fear, right? And the problem is not just that you missed out on that opportunity, on that trade, right, on your edge. The problem is like two steps, right? That's the first step. You miss out. And the second step is you will trade ridiculously just overconfident in the next trade because you're a little bit emotional from the back trade that you missed out on that. So when you see a slightly decent setup, you will instantly take it with the same amount of risk that you would put on a perfect setup, right? Because you're confused. You're confused. You'll be like, okay, last time I hesitated, now I'm not gonna hesitate, right? You're not focused when you think like that. When you are thinking like that, you are not focused and you will make mistakes. Okay? This will have enormous effect on your trading journey and it will slow you down so much when you don't manage it, okay? So, just a quote for you. Trying to avoid something that is unavoidable, right? When you're in a trade, you can't avoid to lose. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid to win. You have no power over the market, okay? So it's completely unnecessary to have any type of fear, doubt, or whatever type of emotions in that trade, okay? Which you're gonna come to in later quote. The market doesn't care about you, right? Yeah, moving on to 4. If you accept the risk, there's nothing to avoid because the market is just information, an objective perspective. The market does not care about your emotions. The market does not have emotions. It just doesn't, okay? And if you accept the risk, there's nothing to avoid. The market does what it wants. You have your edge. You trust your edge. You're confident in your edge. That's the first step. And you let go. Let go of the trade. Close your laptop. Close your phone. Maybe turn on just a signal like a notification when you take profit or stop loss it. But don't overdo it, okay? Don't overdo it. Don't check the market the whole time because when you feel fear, you will change things, right? You will change your stop loss. You will change your take profits. You will do a lot of fucked up shit that you should not do. And to avoid all this is just to close the trade, okay? Close the trade when you are in a trade. This is the first step that shows confidence, okay? That shows that you have no fear in trading, that you are confident in your edge, and this will help you, okay? This will help you a lot. Because you can't fuck up if you doesn't have the market open, okay? And this is the first step, right? And if you manage this over and over again, do whatever you want. If you don't fuck it up, it's okay for me. But if you have like emotional disasters over and over again while you're in a trade, just close the market, okay? Close the market. The market does what it wants, you can't affect it. And if you change it slightly, just a bit, okay? You don't have your edge anymore. And you restart, okay? You restart from the beginning. It will take you 2 steps back, straight up, right? It will just slow your journey down so much that it's not worth it, okay? So close it. Moving on to 5. The best traders aren't afraid. Yeah, there are like different quotes that are always, I'm saying it in a ton of videos on my YouTube too. There are like quotes that I always say in the morning and at the evening, like before the session and after the session. And it goes like this. Everything can happen, every moment is unique, and edge is nothing more than a high probability of one thing over another. There's a random distribution of wins and losses on any set of variables that define edge, and you do not need to know what will happen next to produce consistent income. This gives me instantly my bad. Wait, give me a second. Okay, so this gives me instantly all the facts that I need to know to not fear anything, right? And you should have also like some quotes that you can tell yourself over and over again where fear is not an option when you hear it. Because you know you have no power over the market, you can't control it. There's no space for you to have any type of emotions, any type of opportunities that you miss because of your emotions. There's no point of it, right? The market does what it wants. It doesn't care about you. Don't care about the market, okay? You take your edge with no hesitation or reservation. That's also a quote, right? I objectively identify my edges. I predefine the risk of every trade. I completely accept the risk of every trade. Everything can happen. Okay, I fucked up, but that's fine. You should always have quotes, okay? You don't only take your edge without reservation or hesitation, and that's fine. That's what you need to know. Moving on. Don't be reckless. Also, what I was saying in the beginning, when you are having fear and you miss out on the trade, you will trade reckless. You will think differently, and this is not good, right? You overcomplicate trading then, and you will trade worst, way worst, okay? And we don't want that to happen, so watch out. Because, as I was saying, when you take a trade and you miss out on fear or anything because you hesitated, because you are scared to take the trade, because you don't want to lose, and you don't accept the risk. Also, risk management to it, it's so important. It has so much to do with fear. How would you feel when you trade a 50k account and you risk 1%? It's $500, right? And you're so close to a payout. Let's say you're like 2k in profit. You need like 2.4k. And you lose $500 and you're so close to a profit and you lose it. It feels like so much, doesn't it? Because it takes the opportunity for you to get a payout in like the next trade. And it's also like down $500 on the account. So if you think $500 is a lot, adjust your risk management, okay? Take slower steps. Fuck the 1% rule. Go down. Trade half of it. I don't know why I have a spoon, but trade half of it. That's fine. If you feel comfortable with it and you can accept the risk like that, you should do it, okay? Because this is the most important thing. There is no risk management for you. Like, there's the point of risk management is that you are acting on it with no emotions, okay? If you have a lot of emotions and especially fear, the risk management is just a delusion. It's a delusion, right? Because you will close the trade too early, you will cut out profits, you will move your stop loss. So where's the risk management then, right? It's gone. It's gone for you. It's like I don't know. It's a legend. All the profitable traders tell you about, but you don't have it, okay? You don't see it because you're trading emotion. And this is first of all why you have to accept the risk, okay? And then we can work our way up. The less risk you have is always better, okay? There's nothing wrong with having less risk. It's better than having too much risk, okay? And when you risk $300 and you feel comfortable with it, you're going to feel comfortable with it after a week or two, maybe after like a couple of trades, to go up to $400. You will also be comfortable with it, okay? So work yourself up to a level where you feel so comfortable that you can close the markets with any type of fear and doubt, okay? This is the homework, okay? If you're in a trade, give your best to just close the trade, not the trade, don't close the position, but to close, like, I don't know which device you trade on, but close every device, okay? And just let the trade do its work. If you want to go break even, set an alarm, okay? And you will notice on if you're on a good path when you just have an alarm, how often will you think about the trade? How often will you check your phone? Because you like exhausted. What the fuck is that word? I don't know. Because you feel like okay, I need to look, I need to check it. Okay. Oh no, nothing happened. Okay, maybe I don't know. I want to check the trade. You can catch yourself, okay? And if you think about back when you close the trade and you think about, okay, how many times did I check my phone because I thought maybe the alarm got off. The less it is, the better it is, okay? That's the one I want to say. Okay, moving on to 7, right? Your fears will act against you in such a way that you will cause the very thing you are afraid of to actually happen. This is what I'm always preaching. Negative things attract negative results. Everything is an energy, right? Money is an energy, trading is an energy, you are an energy. And if you put your state of fear losing the trade, if you put your state of mind and the energy always in your unconscious mind that you will lose a trade because you fear, right? You will lose the trade. It sounds absurd, but it is true. Because if you focus on the bad things will happen and you will miss all the good things. And as I was saying, fear, the emotion fear, affects your trading in such a bad way that it's not even explainable because there are so many factors that are just going against you then, right? You are missing out on opportunities. You are fucking the opportunities you have up because you're too scared of losing out on money or losing money in general. And you will move it around and your whole edge is gone. And then you reset yourself to the beginning of your whole journey, basically, right? And when you fear, you won't really think that you made a mistake. Because fear is natural, right? It's like, okay, I'm standing at a cliff and I don't want to jump because I have fear. And when I don't jump, I have every like explainable solution why I did not jump because it's just stupid. I can die, I can do that, and everybody will understand it probably. But in trading, it's not like that, right? You can say, yeah, I didn't take this trade because I'm scared of losing money. And everybody will say, oh, yeah, that's okay, that's relatable. I can understand that. But bro, this is trading. This is what trading is about. You are a risk taker. Okay, we as traders are risk takers. We need to take risks. This is all what trading is about. We have an edge and we are confident in that edge because we know statistically and mathematically we are going to make money at the end of the month or at the end of like a period of time. Okay, we're consistent with it. And if you have fear, you are not you're not consistent and you're not playing your edge, okay? Because you're missing out on the opportunities that you have. So, yeah, if you're interested in more of this topic, I have a second part, okay? So, check down below for the second part. I think it's a pretty important topic, so you should check it out. So, see you there.